All right, what's up? It's that time. Sunday weekly update. I'm in here enjoying a nice cool Fit Aid, refreshing. If you've never tried a Fit Aid, do yourself a favor, get one. My personal favorite, I think, is this sour grape. This is the sugar-free variation, but there's another one that has sugar in it. But lots of great flavors. Anyways, that's just a distraction. Let's get down to business. First thing on the list, July. We just finished month of July. Committed Club. We had 25 people make the Committed Club. So well done, all of you guys that made it. This last week, you guys really finished the month off strong. A bunch of people put in the extra effort to get into the Committed Club over this last week. So get on you. We had our Committed Club drawing over the weekend on Saturday, and Anna Leith was the winner of the drawing. So congratulations to Anna. She got hooked up with some gear after class on Saturday. We had one brand new member make it into the Committed Club. So Sarah Doherty, it was her first month at the gym and she made it in the Committed Club. So that's awesome. Well done, Sarah. Way to start yourself off on the right foot. That's what we love to see. Talking about this week, it's going to be a hot one. All right. So we're expecting weather into the 90s, even into the high 90s, close to 100 the majority of the week. Programming has been adjusted in accordance with that to make considerations for the heat. So we'll have a few more days this week that feel kind of like lower intensity and will be kind of more strength focused. We'll have fewer days with like that really high intensity, longer kind of cardio effort. So we are doing our part to make sure that you guys can come into the gym and not have to worry about, cooking inside the oven. There'll be lots of rest periods incorporated into our workouts. And like I said, the workouts should lend themselves to being a little bit more comfortable working out in that heat. That being said, when it's hot like this outside, your body is working harder in the heat. So make sure that you are doing your part to make sure that your body feels as good as possible, and that when you show up to the gym, you can feel as good as possible in those workouts. So we know about hydrating. We talk about hydrating all the time. The other thing that I think a lot of people forget about is just making sure you're eating enough food. That's always something that I talk to people about, but when the weather is hot, people tend to kind of lose their appetite and not eat as much. So if you're not eating as much and your body's working harder during the heat and you're going to come in and work out, that has the potential to be a recipe for a bad time. So make sure you're doing yourself the favor of planning accordingly, getting enough food, making sure you're getting your meals during the day, making sure you're hydrating regularly throughout the day, especially that hour before you come work out. Make sure you're getting at least 16 or so ounces of water. If you're sweating a lot during your workouts, replace those electrolytes. If you got that kind of like salty, pasty texture on your skin after your workouts, or really at any point during the day, that's a prime indicator that you are losing electrolytes and that you need to replenish those. So stay on top of that stuff during this hot weather this week. We will do our best to try to make it as comfortable as possible on you, so that you can maintain a regular workout schedule this week. Also this week, our back squat day is on Monday. So we're starting the week off with back squats. This is the last day of the progression. Next week, we'll be testing our 1 rep maxes in the back squat for those of you guys that have been following along consistently with that. Hopefully we can see that pay off with some decent rewards. This week is the start of the Community Cup. So we've been talking about that the last few weeks. Community Cup. We will have our Community Cup workouts every Friday for the next 4 weeks. It is a friendly community competition, and I say competition in a light sense. Okay, there's nothing on the line here. It's just bragging rights, but it does give a little bit of incentive to every workout. So if you were an official registrating participant in the Open, you can sign up for the Community Cup on games.crossfit.com, and you can also register for the Community Cup. Since you did officially participate in the Open, you have been given a fitness level score. When you sign up for the Community Cup, you will be competing directly against people who have the same or similar fitness score. So the nice thing is you get to compete against people who are at the same fitness level as you. You don't have to worry about trying to compete against the best athletes in the world at CrossFit. You're competing directly against your peer group. Now, if you did not officially participate in the Open, you unfortunately are not able to receive a fitness level score, and you can't officially register for the Community Cup. It's a bummer. I know. I can't do anything about it. It's not the way I would like it. However, we're going to set it up so that everybody in the gym can compete and participate, because it's going to be our workout of the week, or our class workout every week on Friday. So if you come in and work out on Friday, you're going to do it anyways. But we are going to create a leaderboard within the gym, okay? Just our community. I'm going to create 3 fitness levels. We have novice, intermediate, and RX. I will detail what those fitness levels mean in the email, so we don't have to talk about it a whole bunch right here. But I will outline what it means to be in each of those categories, so it can help you make a decision on which division you might want to, participate within. Each of those fitness levels on any given week, if you won't feel like you want to bump up to the higher fitness level, you can, but you can't come down in a fitness level once we start the competition. All right, and I'll have a weekly leaderboard that we post on our email every Sunday, so we can make it a fun competition, have a little bit of bragging rights, talk a little trash. It brings a little bit of different energy to your workouts each week, and it's fun to take on a challenge that you may not always take on in your daily workouts. So that's what's going on. Our movement challenge for August is going to be push-ups. So what I have done is I've created 2 separate push-up tracks. We're going to have one push-up track that is going to be dedicated towards increasing our max rep set. So the max number of push-ups you can do in one set. That's for those of you that can do some RX push-ups and want to build your capacity. Then there's going to be a separate track, and that's for those of you guys that are working towards being able to do an RX push-up. So maybe in workouts you typically scale by elevating your hands on the surface or something like that. The second track is going to be for you and helping you get closer towards being able to do these RX push-ups. Okay, push-ups, 3 specific workouts every week that I will put in the programming channel. We don't want to do them every day, because if you're accumulating decent amounts of volume in push-ups every single day, what that can potentially lead to is just like overuse joint pain, and we want to avoid that. Okay, we don't want a redundancy in movement every single day where we're trying to do 50, 60, 75 push-ups every single day, because eventually your joints don't really like that. So we're going to keep it simple. 3 workouts, 3 specific push-up workouts per day with progressions from week to week, and the focus is getting you stronger at your push-ups, whether that's getting your first RX set of push-ups or building your capacity within a set of RX push-ups. Okay, that's what we've got going on. Let me double check here. I know there's some other stuff that's happening that I have to look at. I know we've got some birthdays coming up this week. Birthday, woo! Our very own Lauren Fisher. It's her birthday in 2 days. I also might hear that she might be making a comeback. So those of you guys that are homies with Lauren, reach out to her. Not only is it her birthday, but you might be seeing her face in class. So give your girl a holler. That's it. That's the only birthday for the week. So looking forward to a good week in here with you guys. I know it's going to be hot, but we'll get it done anyways. All right. Take care. We'll see you tomorrow.